points for Bam Adebayo. He will come out of the game and hear it from the crowd. And we feel you at home. One of the great games in the history of basketball.
Last week, on a random Tuesday, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points. 83 points. He overtook the late great Kobe Bryant for the second most points in an NBA game. But he still trails Wilt Chamberlain, allegedly at least. So I got to thinking, can anyone actually catch the mystical century mark in today's NBA game? 100 points is a lot of points. 8 teams have failed to score 100 in at least 10 games this season. In fact, 8 teams have failed to reach 83 points at least once this season. So what does a 100-point game actually look like? The truth is, there are no ethical 100-point games. You have to get real shameless. And Wilt was not afraid to get shameless. On March 2nd, 1962, Wilt scored 100 points on 36 for 63 field goals and 28 for 32 free throws in 48 minutes. He shot 55% of their team's field goals and 62% of their free throws. Truly a ball hog masterclass. So what are the keys to the modern 70-plus point club? Well, firstly, the modern game benefits from something that Wilt didn't have in his game, the three-point line. The three-point line wasn't instituted until the 1979-80 season, almost 20 years after his century game. And three-point shooting has been a major element in almost all 70-point games since, with an average of 14 attempts per game. However, much like Wilt's game, free throw shooting has probably been an even bigger factor, with 27 attempts per game across all 70-point games in the modern era.
81-point game, 55 in the second half.
There's also the pride factor.
They would do things like foul my other teammates. They would freeze the ball for as long as they could. They would do all sorts of dumb things. They weren't even trying to win the game. They were just trying to keep me from scoring 100.
In a lot of these games, once a player is getting close to that number, the doubles and triples, the boxes and ones, all the gimmick defenses normally follow. But 70 points and even 83 is still a long way away from triple digits. So what players actually have a chance of reaching that mark?
Wilt's 100 points will never be toppled. What do you think, Wilt?
Yes, it can happen. I believe that a great basketball player on a good night for him or a hot night for him can score 100 points.
If you get that close to chasing greatness, that's the point of chasing it, so you can surpass it.
It would be wrong not to give respect to the player of the moment. Say what you want about how ethical or unethical Bam's performance was, but the fact of the matter is, he did score 83 points. But can he do it again? I have my doubts.
A 30-point first quarter for Bam Adebayo.
Bam scored a Heat franchise record 31 first quarter points, with 62 through 3 quarters, and set league records in both free throw attempts and makes, going 36 for 43. He also outscored his previous career highs of 41 and 38 in a single game. He then followed it up with a 21-point night on 6 for 20 shooting. It's safe to say it was an out-of-body experience that no one can ever take away from him, but I doubt he can surpass. For my real candidates.
Did that 73 feel easy?
Oh, no.
No.
It makes sense to start with the league's current leading scorer and the player that was closest to Kobe before Bam's night, the Don. Luka's career high is 73 points on 25 for 33 field goals, 15 for 16 from the line, and 8 for 13 from 3. He opened the year averaging 40 and is probably the best volume scorer in the league today.
Another magnificent performance from the NBA's leading scorer.
But he can struggle with efficiency, and the difference between 70 and 100 will require a level of marksmanship and stamina that we haven't quite seen from the Don yet. And then we have the reigning scoring champion, who also happens to be the only player on the list who has actually already broken another one of Wilt's scoring records. SGA is the definition of consistency.
My whole life is consistent. Everything I do.
The MVP is on track to average 30 points per game on over 50% shooting for his 4th straight season, in a category with only Michael Jordan amongst guards. But he's not really a hyper-volume shooter, at least not in the 100-point game territory. His career high in shot attempts is only 35, and he didn't score 50 until his 7th season, where he did score it in 3 straight weeks. A case could also be made that he's suffering from success. He has sat in 39 fourth quarters since the start of his 20-point streak, and you need every minute you can get to catch Wilt. Basketball teams don't like it when you break records against them. High-volume scoring games often require a level of dominance that can withstand the gimmick defenses that come with the territory. So who more dominant than the Greek Freak? He leads this list with 9 50-point games and is simply unstoppable. But unfortunately, his limited jump shooting ability from both long range and the free throw line would likely let him down.
And now you've got a sign for Giannis in the end zone.
An otherworldly feat like this calls for an otherworldly being. So we're going to shift our sights to the alien. For Wemby, sometimes scoring just looks too easy. And with his 7'6" frame, he just has too much dominant scoring potential. Couple that with guard-like skills and elite 3-point shooting potential, he seems like the prime candidate to achieve the unthinkable. The only issue with Wemby currently lies in his stamina and durability. Does he have what it takes to play the amount of minutes and attempt the amount of shots that it would take to eclipse Wilt? So who can catch this seemingly unbeatable record? There are a lot of strong candidates, but my pick would have to be Wemby. I believe he has the perfect combination of otherworldly size, low degree of difficulty scoring, rare skills at his size, and elite shooting potential to be the one to get it done. So, did I miss anyone? Is this feat even achievable? Be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts and drop a like and subscribe for more content like this on the way.
I know what it's like to be in that mode. As people can see, it's not easy to get 80.
Like in 10, 20, 30 years from now, nobody's going to remember how many free throws he shot. I don't think I remember how many shots Kobe shot or how many free throws he made or threes. All you remember is 81, Wilt, 100.
We're playing a league where there's plenty of inspiration to look up to. But yeah, myself.